Thanks, everyone. My name is Jeremy, and this is a squeeze render of Ascension, 20-foot sculpture I'm looking to bring to Burning Man this year. So I'm going to first talk about the inspiration behind it, and then a little bit about the sculpture itself, and then what I'm looking for. Oops. Okay, perfect. So as she mentioned, this sculpture was inspired by my journey of understanding how important self-love is. It was inspired by a relationship I was in, and it started where I met this woman, and we locked eyes. It was at a festival, and we were both like, whoa, like we knew each other our entire lives, even though we just met. And we ended up dating, and it was like our connection was so deep that our energy was just like rising together. It felt like we were both being lifted to this higher level together. And a large part of that was because the relationship was built on self-love. We both knew that ultimately you have to source happiness from within and not from someone else. And so from that foundation, we were both able to grow as individual people, but in partnership together, we rose in love. That's what it felt like. Then we broke up. However, this story doesn't end in heartbreak. Because we had such a strong foundation of self-love, I knew that my happiness ultimately comes from within. And so even though we weren't together anymore in partnership, I was still a fine, whole human being myself. And this experience was so powerful and inspiring for me that I wanted to share it with as many people as I could. And so that's how Ascension was created. I literally had these visions of these like vines growing out of the ground separately, whole in of themselves, supporting themselves, but then twining together, so they're kind of creating this unit where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and they're literally rising in love to the heart above. And so through Ascension, I want to create a space that inspires people to reflect on self-love, loving others, and love as it relates to the world at large. And so this is a 20-foot tall steel sculpture, 10,000 LEDs. You can climb the branches up into the heart, which fits about like 2 to 4 people depending on your size. And inside the heart, I want to put 2 heart sensors. So you can imagine sitting up there 20 feet in the air on top of the playa, and you each touch a heart sensor, and your half of the heart pulses at your heart rate. So you can literally feel the person's heartbeat that you're in there with. And on the bottom, you can see the guys looking at this heart stand that has a poem in it called Ascension, Rising in Love. And the poem ends with, they didn't fall in love, they ascended to it. So it ties the whole thing together. And so as I was working on this, I realized that like this is about more than a sculpture, it's about connection. And so the community called Ascend to Love was created from that, which is a community rooted in love, compassion, and empathy for the self. And that's a community for everyone, primarily on Facebook right now, but it's a community for everyone to share their experiences, and ultimately, through sharing, we'll realize how similar we all are, and the collective illusion that we're all separate will be lifted one person at a time. So that's for everyone. Feel free to find that and join the community. And so, thanks. And so if you want to help out, I'm working out of the box shop in Bayview, so metal fabrication, lots of welding help there. I'm a mechanical engineer myself, so that's what I'll be primarily focusing on. Structural analysis to keep everyone safe, I could use some help there. And lots and lots of LEDs, so helping program with that is, that's not my specialty, so I can use all the help I can get there. And we have a Kickstarter live right now, so of course, like, if you want to contribute to that, would be great. And so with that, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. If you want to get in touch with me, there's my email. Learn more about me and why I do what I do at my website. And that's all I have to say. Thanks.